The champagne was too sweet, the crystal too delicate. I held the flute like a weapon, watching him laugh across the table, my daughter's future dangling in his polished smile. That's when the wedding planner leaned in, her voice low, cautious. "He's after her inheritance." I smiled. Not a twitch, not a flicker, just a smile. It wasn't betrayal that surprised me. I had seen it coming. It had been slow, almost tender at first. I remember the first time I met him. He had charm like currency. He told me he loved her, and I believed it because love is convincing when it's patient. He was polite, generous, present. I let him in. I trusted him. I even liked him. The way he looked at her, oh, that smile, made me think my daughter was safe. I was naive. The signs came subtly at first, small, almost accidental slips. A borrowed credit card he said he'd return. A conversation where he hinted at her future. Then came the first message I shouldn't have read, though curiosity has its claws. A text, calm, calculating, about moving money, securing assets. The heartbreak was sharp, yes, but I did not falter. I counted, calculated, cataloged every moment, every weakness, every trust he had bought me with charm. I realized then that anger was useless. The best revenge is invisible until it hits. I began planning, slowly, quietly, every step precise. Legal channels, financial audits, social pressures, all set in motion with a patience most people would call cruel. But it was methodical, surgical, necessary. I hired investigators, subtle, discreet. And when I uncovered offshore accounts, unsigned contracts, and secret meetings, I felt no thrill, just clarity. Each move I made was under the radar. No one suspected. No one, not even my daughter. I protected her ignorance, because knowledge would have changed nothing but the timeline. I watched him in every room, every gathering, collecting evidence with invisible threads. I smiled at his jokes, agreed with his ideas, raised my glass to him, the perfect mask of oblivion. Tonight, the night of the wedding, every piece fell into place. I could see it in the way he adjusted his cufflinks, how he lingered over the crystal glass that had belonged to my grandmother, the one he didn't know was insured for more than the house. I let him toast, let him feel untouchable. The entire room witnessed it. Laughter, admiration, the perfect moment of triumph. He was blind. The mother-daughter dance arrived like a curtain call. I held my daughter close. Her hair smelled of roses. Her eyes sparkled with innocence and excitement. I whispered, softly, in a way only she could hear, "Let him laugh tonight, sweetheart. By sunrise, he'll realize some absences are deliberate." Her fingers gripped mine. She didn't understand fully, but she trusted me, as she always had. That trust was a blade, honed sharper than any other. The revelation began quietly. An email, a withdrawn account, a canceled contract. One by one, pieces of his careful life unraveled. The friends he flaunted as allies suddenly became inconvenient witnesses. Legal notices arrived by morning. People who mattered in his world started asking questions he could not answer. I watched from my seat, unseen but omnipresent, as the first cracks appeared. The laughter he had cherished became hollow. That champagne smile faltered. The crystal clinked with a sound that now felt like judgment. By noon, he was unraveling. The mansion he thought he controlled, the money he thought he could claim, the admiration he had curated, gone. All because he underestimated patience, underestimated vigilance, underestimated a mother's love wrapped in quiet fury. He sought her hand with calculation. He found only consequences. I had rehearsed this moment in my mind countless times. The timing, the silence, the effect of a single truth landing with precise weight. When he realized, truly, that his plans had been dismantled piece by piece, he froze. The social circle that once praised him turned cold. His words stumbled. His pride shattered in the space between one heartbeat and the next. I did not gloat. I did not rush. I merely observed, savoring the inevitability. Justice does not shout. It whispers and waits for the perfect moment to echo. That night, after the celebration, after the music, after my daughter had danced into dreams of a life she could now fully own, I walked through the empty hall. The crystal had been replaced with duplicates, the financial instruments frozen, the network of deceit exposed. I breathed. Not relief, not triumph exactly, but power. The kind of power that is calm, unshakable, and unassailable. Betrayal had been personal. Revenge had been professional. The outcome, immense. And in the quiet hours before dawn, I let myself smile.